What's up, everybody? My name is Wallo, and welcome to another episode of Game Plan TV. I am the certified gem dropper and professional fact spitter, world class dot connector, and we're back with another one. First of all, guys, this is not financial advice, and please watch this video all the way to the end, guys. Come on, I'm out here dropping gems. I'm doing the Lord's work. You know what I'm saying? Like and subscribe, and yeah, let's get into it. Hopefully, I'm really hoping that this one's not going to be as long as all the others. I literally try to keep these down to like 11, 15 minutes, but they always get to 20 minutes because I just ramble and ramble because I just love this stuff. But I need to slow it down, give you guys in little chunks, try to give you guys a little bit more consistently. So yeah, basically, let's talk about it. So earlier on today, the European Central Bank announced the future for the digital currency, and they're actually preparing for the euro as a digital currency to get implemented. As we know, in China, they already got the digital yuan experiment going pretty rolled out pretty successfully. And today, this is on the European Central Bank's website. They actually released a little blog post regarding the future of the digital euro. And this is basically what the person who wrote this article actually sits on the board of the European Central Bank. And they're really just talking about the digitization of the economy, right? And this is something that a lot of us have been expecting due to the whole coronavirus outbreak. And we're basically moving each and every day, we're taking a step forward to a cashless society. And this is the predictive programming, the social engineering that is now being undertaken in order to prepare us for this digital monetary system that we're now leading into. And this article just explains a few things about how they're going to be rolling out the digital euro, the reasons as to why they're actually going to have a digital euro. And there's a couple of parts here that I found interesting. Like this little segment here, digital euro would also provide safety, just like cash. A digital euro would be a direct claim on the central bank and would therefore have no risk, no liquidity risk, no credit risk, no market risk, right? But the issue with that is that almost removes the need for commercial banks. If the South African Reserve Bank can directly deposit digital rands into your wallet, what is the point of having FNB, Standard Bank, ABSA, right? There isn't a need for that. Or if you're in America and same thing, the Federal Reserve decide, no, we're just going to airdrop you digital dollars into your wallets. Why do you need Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and all those type of things? So it's if these banks don't shape up like Bank of America by partnering with Ripple, if they don't shape up, if they don't evolve, they're gonna get absolutely wrecked, right? And once again, how are we gonna dot connect into the actual cryptocurrency that we're gonna be using? We already know is this confirmation. This is further confirmation, more social engineering, more predictive programming. Now we can actually take a look that this was actually announced a while ago, well, not that much, but in March, CPA Australia actually released a report on the CBDC, which stated that the Central Bank of France has openly discussed using Ripple as a possible platform for the European Central Digital Currency. Now, what you guys need to understand, the XRP ledger, you are basically allowed to issue currencies on this ledger. Right? And Ripple have already stated that they are piloting a private ledger. This is specifically for central banks, so that the central banks can get access to a private ledger where they would have the digital euros issued, and the central banks would be able to make these transactions between each other on a private ledger that wouldn't have access to the public, which, the Bitcoin guys, the Bitcoin maxis who have this utopian dream of everybody has control, I just think that's a myth. The elite will always look to have some type of control over you. I just want to be on the right side of history so that the control that's over me is as minimal as possible, right? But if you have absolutely nothing going for you, if you have no digital assets, if you have no businesses that you've invested in, no shares, no no equity stored up, it's going to be very difficult to get under the thumb, to get out from the control of these central banks, right? And if you take a look here, sorry, excuse me, Ripple and XRP enjoy the trust of many banks as a model for central bank digital currencies because it's highly centralized and is based on a permissioned network where only certain network nodes can validate transactions as opposed to the decentralized and permissionless Bitcoin and Ether. This is who the regulatory bodies want to work with. This is who the central banks want to work with. And this is something you guys need to pay some close attention to, right? Now we're going to take a look at something a little bit more exciting and actually the use case of cryptocurrencies. Travala, which is a traveling app, they're a UK-based firm who have partnered up with Binance. I think Binance may even be an investor. I'm not 100% sure on that, so actually fact check me on that, but we don't quote me on that, right? But this is something that I found quite interesting. So Travala's quarter two revenue rose by 141% over the previous 3 months, right? That's huge, right? And here below, the London-based company generated 9.8 million in revenue from April to June, which was also a whopping increase from the $274,000 that they had generated last year, April to June. So now we just have to think about it. If this 10, it, that's it's this is worse than a 10x return on investment because if we 10x, that's 2.7 million. If we 20x, that's 5.2 million, right? So we almost about 30x in terms of return on investment when it comes to the revenue that this travel-based company is using. And basically, this travel-based company will plug you with different destinations all over the world, different holiday packages, as well as flights and things like that. And what's also beautiful about Travala is they allow you to spend crypto, and they even incentivize you to spend crypto by providing you with discounts, up to 40% discounts on different stays. So this is the Travala website, and you can basically go on here, and there are a whole bunch of different cryptocurrencies that you can use as form of payment. And then here, as we can see, if we just take a look, Atlantis, the Palm, you would have originally paid 1,400 XRP, but because you're paying an XRP, they'll take 400 XRP off and let you pay less. So there's basically a whole bunch of trips here where they are basically incentivizing people to spend their crypto, right? I know recently also BlockFi just issued their cards. Uphold will be issuing their own cards, and Visa also just approved another company in Australia, if I'm not mistaken, to have their own cards. So there are platforms that are basically going to make worldwide adoption for cryptocurrencies and for them to actually be used as currency now where they have a use case, right? It's only a matter of time before different governments will now start accepting specific cryptocurrencies as legal tender. We can already see the narrative that they're pushing with regards to Bitcoin, that they don't want Bitcoin um, as the big boy because and the basic narrative that they're pushing is it consumes too much energy, even though a lot of miners, especially in the US, are using renewable energy to mine this Bitcoin. But like I said, we are XRP investors, and that is the number one cryptocurrency for me. There are a whole bunch of other cryptocurrencies out there that I am also invested in, but yeah, just to cut it short and sweet, this is what I wanted to share with you guys today. Something a little bit on the lighter note. I know we are still in lockdown. SA here in South Africa is just going crazy. Everybody's looting, and it comes from this whole unemployment situation that we have. It's really crazy. Um, Out there, we've had a government that's been behaving in a manner that is untoward for an extended period of time. So, yeah, there's a lot of chaos going on. But once we're back to normal, once things are good and back to normal, we have all these amazing opportunities with regards to where we can actually spend our crypto. So, I hope you guys are loading up in this little bear market that we have. And stay tuned. Once again, guys, please like, please subscribe. We got to play with the algorithms, and I will check you on the next episode. Boom. Out.